Hi everyone, my name is Ashley and welcome to Yoga Fusion. Today we're going to be doing a various of different postures, from doing upright and also on the floor. So remember, if at any point you're feeling any discomfort, you want to back out of those moves and just take it at your own pace. So remember, during certain stretches you will feel a little bit of tension, but it should not be painful. That's the main thing. Alright, so we're going to start off our class getting down onto the floor and lying on our backs. So as we get down onto the floor, remember we want to slowly bring ourselves down, resting the back of your head on the mats, bringing your palms up towards the ceiling, and relaxing your legs. So we're starting off our class today in corpse pose. So remember, during this time, you want to focus on connecting our breath to our body, starting off with some breathing exercises to help kind of get our body to relax. So as we inhale, you're breathing in through your nose, and then exhaling out through our mouth. So you want to take nice deep breaths to elongate, fill the lungs up, then exhale, deflating the lungs. So doing our breath, inhale, and exhale. So with every breath that we're taking, remember we're trying to connect our mind with our body, feeling the sensations that happen within our body, from blood flow to our chest rising to our body feeling weightless. So remember, you can close your eyes if it makes you feel more comfortable or helps you allow to go into a deeper state of meditation. You just want to clear your mind, let it wander, and try to let go of any stress. So pretend we're on a beach, we're absorbing the sunshine, we're hearing the ocean waves. And now as we're holding our breath, and we're going to inhale for 7 counts. Inhale up. And exhale for 8 counts. Inhale for 7 counts. And exhale for 8 counts. So again, we're becoming more weightless. Top of our head, shoulders, hips, legs are all anchored into our mat. And remember, it's important to take the time to just connect with your breath. And anytime we're feeling stressed or anxious, you can always come back to these breathing exercises to help bring us into a state of calmness. And remember, when we're breathing, it's important that we're not breathing through the chest, because that can create anxiety and tension. We want to focus on breathing from the diaphragm and the core. So if you want to feel the difference, you can always place your hands on your chest and on your abdominals. You should feel some pressure against your lower hand that's on the belly versus the chest rising up. So as we inhale, feel the ribs lifting away, creating more space in our thoracic cavity. And as we exhale, we're making that space a lot smaller, compressing back down and in. Doing that 2 more times. Inhale, opening up the rib cage, and exhale, let the chest and the belly fall. 1 more deep breath. Inhale, exhale. So now bring your hands back down at your side, palms facing up. And from here, remember, we're gonna start to roll our ankles. So we're gonna work our way from the bottom down. And bottom up, sorry. So as you roll, remember, we wanna loosen and get some mobility back into the body, creating more blood flow within our limbs. And remember, in any class that we're doing, you can also do some of our poses in a chair if that makes you feel more comfortable. You don't have to close your eyes if you don't want to. And roll the other way. Good job. So now bringing awareness to the legs. Taking note of what's happening in the ankles and where we feel that movement happening. And relax. Good. Now from there, we're going to bring our right knee into our chest and hold on nice and tight. So the main goal here is that we're getting that long sensation in the back of our glutes and holding it nice and tight. And remember, when we're stretching, we're not forcing that stretch to happen. Only go to a point that feels natural for your body. So remember, all of our bodies are built differently. We have different biomechanics, different tension, different muscle length, different muscle strength. And switch other side. So bring your knee in, hold on tight. Again, as we breathe, you're still holding, and with those exhales, that's we're going to try and force those stretches to become a little longer and a little more in depth. And relax your foot. Good job. So as you relax, remember your torso's flat on the floor. Now we're going to open and close the hands. We're going to pump the hands, open and close the fingertips. You can always pretend you're squeezing a stress ball as we make our fist. 2 more. And 1. And now take your arms up and bring them behind the head. Warm up your shoulder joint. Exhale back. Inhale back to the floor. So it's important that we get that flexibility and movement back in the upper body, especially because some of our poses need that strength and need our endurance to hold. Doing that one more time. On your next one, we're going to exhale and bring both knees into the chest. Holding the basic position. And you can rock from side to side. Going from right to left. And making sure that you're keeping the back of your head still on the ground. Just rocking your spine. 2 more. Last one, and hold. So now as we hold there, you're going to place your left foot down and bring your right side up. So remember, if you have a yoga strap at home, you can always wrap it around your foot, and you can try and intensify that stretch to bring it further back. If not, you're going to place your hands behind the knee, just like I'm doing, and try to get that longer stretch in the back of your hamstrings. So remember, we're continuing our breathing exercises that we did while we were in corpse pose. So deep inhale, 7 counts. And deep exhale, 8 counts. And switch. So bending your other knee, bring the other leg up. And same thing, you want to pull behind the knee, get that nice long stretch in the back of your hamstring. And same thing, you want to hold that position. So if you have your yoga strap, that's when you'd want to wrap it around the top of your foot and try to pull closer and closer to your body. Hold it right there. So with your next exhale, see if you can bring that stretch a little bit further. Remember, the normal range is 90 degrees. But again, if you're a little bit more flexible, you can always bring that foot further and further back, as long as you're keeping that hip on the floor. And on your next exhale, let that foot come down. Great job. So now that you're back to neutral, you're placing your hips down. We're going to go into a pelvic tilt. Relax your shoulders And using your heels, press up towards the ceiling, holding our first back bridge right here. So right now, remember, you want to create that space between your back and your mat to help strengthen the lower back, engage your glutes, and of course the hamstrings and the quads. So staying there, and remember, you want your heels grounded. Your feet are roughly about shoulder width or hip width apart. Whatever feels better for your body. And keeping your knees, your hips, and your shoulders all in one straight line. So you don't want to drop your hips down here. You want to keep them popped up. And once we're there, we're going to add some movements with this as well. So we're going to lift the knee up one at a time, marching one foot. And we're trying to keep your core engaged as we add the movements. Sometimes you let go of that pelvic tilt. We let go of the diaphragm. But we want to keep all those muscles tight. March it out. One up, one down. Nice work, guys. And we're taking it slow. We've got 2 more on each side. One more time. Hold it on the last one and hold. So now from here, we're going to drop down, lift up, and go on to the toes. Going into a bit of a calf raise here. Lift up, and remember, listen to your body. Sometimes as we do any type of exercise, you may hear for some cracks, some pops, so listen to your body. Remember, the joints do have fluid in them. So every now and again, you'll hear a crack or a pop in the joint. But if it feels painful, then discontinue the exercise. Doing 2 more. And remember, you want to thread the thighs together. 1 more. And drop. Good job. So now we're resting completely down. We're going to start off here with our right foot. So as you bring your right foot up, you're going to drop down and doing some circles going counterclockwise. So abs tight. You can either keep your hands at your side or you can open up the arms, making a T with the shoulders. So as we do the leg sweep, it's important that we're still engaging the legs, inner thighs as we go counterclockwise, the hip flexor. Nice job. 3 more circles. 2 and 1. Hold it there. Now go into a single leg bridge. Hold it there. This one's often hard and difficult for some people. It really puts a lot of stress on that single glute. But stay there if you can. Now drop and give me 5. Down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. One more time. 5. And down. Rest down. Good job. So now we do the same thing. So leg down. We're going to go counterclockwise first. So sweep down. And again, you want to keep that heel slightly flexed to really engage your inner hips. And same option, core tight, hands at your side, or open up the arms to make that T right between the shoulders. We've got another 5, and then we're gonna go into our single leg bridge on this side. 2 more. And relax, hold it there. Now single bridge. Hold a leg up. Remember, you don't want your leg up here or down here. You want to keep it right side by side with the knee, keeping your hips leveled. Now drop and give me 5. Down and up. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And drop down, bring it in. And remember, because we did a lot in the lower back, you want to hug the knees back into your chest. Give yourself that tiny, tiny break. Good job. And relax. So once you place your heels down, we're going to slowly come up so that we're now in a C-sit position. So I want your toes down and you want to bring your arms up. So I'm just going to readjust. You want your shoulders and your arms straight in front of you. And we're starting off with our feet on the floor. So again, this is a bit of a Pilates movement. as well as a yoga pose. You want to keep the arms lengthened, holding it there. So make sure you're leaning far back enough. You're not up here, because that'll cause more stress on the hips. So lean back and engage the core. You have your rectus abdominis, your transverse abdominis, obliques, rector spinae. Stay there. Now pick up your feet. This is where things become a little harder and more difficult as we hold these poses. That's when we start to shake. We see our proprioception. We see our balance. We see our core endurance. Remember, find your focus. In 3, 2, 1, plant your heels and slowly come back up. So now from here, I want you to keep your heels down again. Arms up, we're gonna rotate to one side and come back up. So I want you to make a thumb, and that way we know we're following our thumb with our twist. So if you wanna make it harder, if you're at home, you can always use a dumbbell or a low weight item to give you that same thing. So I'll use my dumbbell, or I'll use my water bottle for this one. So arms up, we're gonna rotate back, come back up. Rotate back, come back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Let's do the other side. Out and back. Again, following the thumb, following the object that you have in your hands. 2 more. Last one. And come up. Place that object down. So now once we're here, we're going back into that C-sit position. And now from here, we're going to go from side to side. So hold it up, big reach. And again, pick up your feet one more time. Arms up overhead. Stay there, nice tall back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax your legs. Bring your heels completely flat. And now we're going to a long seated stretch. So again, this one, I want your heels flexed up. Reach for your toes. So remember, you want to keep your back as straight as we can. Depending on your flexibility, you can lean closer and closer to your thighs. But remember, everyone feels this differently. Could be low back, can be hamstrings. So for me, this is my natural range of motion. We're gonna hold it there. And again, with every stretch, as you exhale and as we hold these poses longer and longer, you want to get those muscles to become permanently lengthened. So every time we do a class, we get better and more flexible. And also again, that helps with our strength and performance. Makes daily life activities a lot easier. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So now bring your right leg over the left and give me a nice spinal twist. So you want to keep your back still upright, so we're not leaning back. We're nice and vertical. So those twisting poses are good for opening up the spine, massaging our internal organs. And relax to the other side, guys. Great job. Remember, leg over, twist, still keeping your posture nice and tall. So again, no slouching, no leaning forward. Just keep a neutral back. And bring it down and untwist. Good job, everybody. So now in this position, we're going to slowly go up, and we're now in a kneeling posture. So we're starting off here. We're going to bring your left leg up, turn that hip down, and reach your right arm forward. So finding your basic balance pose. Make sure the knee's staying below the hip. And remember, some of you, if you find it hard, you can always start off just by doing this, with the hands directly below the shoulder. If not, challenge yourself. Find your balance. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the other side. Right leg up, left arm out. Same thing, your one hand is below the shoulder, knee is below the hip. And turn that hip down, so I don't want to see you rotating backwards. Keep a nice neutral back. And slowly bring it back down and reset. So you're bringing your knees under the hips. You're going to round your back up, curving to your cat and cow stretches. Deep exhale. And then flatten the shoulders. Remember, angry cat. And then your cow stretch. 2 more. Curve and sink. Squeeze the shoulder blades on that way down and keep a neutral spine. So now we're going to hold our position in a high plank. So you want to tuck your toes back and hold it still. So the next couple of poses are going to be a variation. Planks, side planks. Remember, whenever we're holding the plank, it's a total body exercise. So if you need to, you can always drop down onto the knees or go onto your elbows if your wrists bother you. If not, just stay right here. 3, 2, 1, and drop to the knees. Doing that one more time. So you want to tuck your toes under. Staying again in high plank. Walk your feet back. Drop your hips. Try to keep your back as flat as you can, so we're not rounding or pushing your hips all the way up. We're staying nice and low, engaging our core entirely. And that's the best part of doing planks, guys. It engages our full body from upper to lower. And drop to your knees. Good job. And then stretch it back, going into our child's pose. Remember, widening your knees the width of your mat, allowing your forehead to drop, and just hold that position. So you want to reach as far as we can. Intensifying that stretch in your shoulders, the upper back, the mid back, the glutes, the hips. And slowly come back up. Back into our all fours, and now we're going to turn onto our right side. So remember, at home you have variations, especially if you have any shoulder injuries. You want to keep that elbow directly below the shoulder. So option number 1, you're going to a side plank, either on your knees or on your toes. So I'm going to do this position on my toes. So I want to see if you guys can join there with me. So bring your top hand up, and when you're ready, lift up and off. So you want your arm right above the shoulder, staying as still as we can be, relaxing your hands, making your body as long and as tall as possible. Bring that arm back. Now bring that knee in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to neutral. Drop it down. Relax the hands. Bring that one more time. Arm up. Exhale up. Go into your plank. Knees or toes. Holding for another 10 seconds. Feet together. Long body. 3, 2, arm back, knees in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest down. Support the elbow below the shoulder. We're going to go for some outer thigh lifts. Up, down. Remember, you want to keep a neutral back, neutral neck. Lengthen. So if you want to, you can rest completely down to take that pressure off your shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lift up and then drag the leg in. Drop, drag the leg in. So want to extend and lift. Good job. Leg in, up. So again, you're going to work those inner hips. One more time. And and relax. Good job. So now we're going to the other side. So exact same thing. We're doing our side planks 2 times, our outer lift, and of course the dragon slide. So lift that leg up, arm up right above the shoulder, hold your plank, deep breath. So far today's class has been a lot of Pilates movements versus our yoga poses, but we'll add those a little bit later on. And now, bring that arm back, bring that knee in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm up and drop down, doing that one more time. So upper elbows still below the shoulder. You know your options, knees or toes. When you're ready, 3, 2, exhale, bring it up. Hold. Remember, you want to rotate and keep it still. Bring that arm back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Good job. So now your legs are long again. Your elbows still below the shoulder. Add that leg lift. So your options are stay on the elbow or let the arm go completely flat and do this lying down. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now again, we're lifting up. Slide the leg along, lift up. So again, you're activating those inner hips, glide and kick. Extend. 3 more. Core tight. 2, 1 more, and relax. Good job. So we're going to slowly push up. And now once we're here, we're going to slowly bring us up into a standing position. So once we get upright, remember it's important that we are at the tip of our mat. We're going to bring our hands into our heart center. So right in the middle, your feet are glued together with a slight toe turn out. We're going to exhale up. Bring your hands all the way to the ceiling, either palms together, index finger and thumb, or together, your choice. So right now I want to see a nice tall posture. We're going to exhale into a forward fold. Reach your arms down. And remember, when we do any forward folding postures, we always counterpose with a posterior exercise as well. So exhale up. Now go into a mini back bend. So from the side, lean back. 3, 2, 1. Come back to neutral. And then bring your hands back in. Doing that again. Turn your toes out slightly. Exhale up. Hands overhead. Strengthening your posture and your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching your arms down. Only going as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale back up. And again, going into your mini back bend. Reach back. 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral. Bring your arms back in and hold. So now we're going to pick up our right foot. And you're going for that basic quad stretch to start. Then we're going to bring that hand up. So find your balance and find your ankle stability. And now we're going to lean forward, going to dancer pose. So find your gaze, looking forward, holding your balance, holding your stability. Find your focus. Straighten out the back of your knee. And slowly come on up. And let that leg go. Then bring that arm down to the other side. Now it's your left side. Bring the knees in together. Bring your arm up, knee to the floor, hips tight together. And remember the same thing. We're going to lean forward into dancer pose, pushing our hands into that foot. In 3, 2, and 1. Tip forward. Hold it there. Nice long posture. Find your stability. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up and relax your foot. Great job. So now from here, guys, remember the next little bit, we're going to focus on doing some warrior poses. So we're going to turn our right foot out, and you want to bring your left foot slightly turned out. So it's not exactly at a parallel position, slightly turn. So you're gonna push into that front knee, lengthen the hip, squeeze that glute underneath. So we're gonna take your arms up overhead and put that pressure into that front quad. So hold it there, rotate your spine, hold it. So you're gonna feel the back leg being stretched, but the front leg's being strengthened. And that's why it's important that we do both sides, both legs, create that balance. Now turning into warrior two, you can either look forward or look behind you, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. Stay there and breathe. And lean back, going into warrior three. Remember, this one can be often tricky for some people. Finding your balance, looking upward. And come back up. Bring it to your middle. Then we're just gonna stretch forward and let the body hang. And remember, we're gonna do the exact same thing, but on the other side of the body coming up. And slowly come up and roll. So now, same thing. Now we're pointing our left foot forward. Right foot is slightly turned out. You're gonna push forward. Knee stays behind the toes. Rotate your hips and bring your arms up. Going into warrior one. Chest raised. Breathe out as you hold. Going into warrior two, arms out. Push forward. And warrior three, lean back. Arms up. Deep breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn back to your middle and let your upper body hang down to the floor. Deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, slowly roll up and relax. We're gonna bring it in closer together. We're now at the tip of our mat again, and we're gonna sink down to chair pose. So bring your feet shoulder width or hip width apart. We're gonna sink our arms up overhead and sit back. Arms up, deep breath, stay low. Get that strength in the legs. Toes forward, knees apart. 3, 2, 1, push up. And bring your arms back down. So remember, from the side, bring that again. Feet shoulder width apart. Bring your arms up. Drop your shoulder blades. Take it back into a squat. Chest rise. Chair pose here. Deep breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up and relax. So shake out the legs. Remember, that can also be hard on the quads. So now from here, we're gonna add some bounce back into the mix. Take that foot off the floor, lift your left leg up, and reach your arms out. Challenge your ankle stability. Hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it back in, bring the other side. So remember, one side's always better than the other. This is usually my bad side. So find your stability, find your focus. Remember, finding your balance is often hard. Three, 2, 1, come up. Good job. So now we're gonna come to the tip of our mat. Make sure your feet are forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale down. Walking your right down. Coming halfway back up. Halfway back down. We're going to walk our left foot and our right foot back in. Going down into our push-up position. Relax your toes. Inhale up into Cobra. So we did a modified sun salutation just now. Hold the Cobra pose. Tuck your toes under. Now push into a downward facing dog. Walk your feet in. Try to get your heels to touch. If not, walk it out. back to your tabletop. Left foot comes in, right foot comes in. Straighten out your legs, come to halfway, down again, and inhale your way back up. We're gonna do the same thing again on our right side. 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. Walk down to your feet, flat back. Come up to halfway to neutral back. Halfway down. Let's walk your right, walk your left. Going down, down, down. Roll up into your Cobra. Lift up, hold that position a little longer. Rise the chest. Tuck your toes under. Downward dog. Get those hips up. Press into your palms. Widen the fingertips. Take that pressure away from the upper body. Walk it back out into plank. Right foot. Left foot. Come halfway up. Back down. Inhale up. And exhale your arms back down. All right, guys, so now the remainder of our class is going to be taken back down onto the floor, going down right onto our front side. So now as we take it down, we're doing some back exercises for the lower core, the lower back. Ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Elbows wide. Exhale up. You want to breathe out as we come up. Inhale on that way down. And remember, for back extensions, you're working those deep muscles within the lower back. So you're working your rectus spina, your multifidus. Exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Relax your hands. Bring your arms forward. So nice long toes, nice long reach. Now same thing. We're going up, 2, 3, and down. Again, squeeze the glutes. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Nice and slow. Up, 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 down. 2 more. Control your body. 1 more down. Last time up. Squeeze and down and relax. Good job. So now from here, you're going to bring your hands directly below the shoulders and we're going to push up so we're on our knees. So from here, we're doing some Pilates push-ups, toes under, elbows in narrow. We're doing 10 reps in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 10, push. So tricep push-ups. 8, chest down to the mat. 7, deep push. 6, 5, final 4. Then we push back. 3, 2, and 1, and push back. Child's pose one more time, guys. Great job. Widen your knees. Sit back. And slowly come forward. Bring your knees under. And slowly walk it up. So now we're in a kneeling position again. So once we're kneeling, take your right leg forward. We're doing this a high lunge stretch. Open up your hip flexors. Take your arms up. Reach. Press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back, heel up, lean in. Hamstrings, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, other side. Switch, lunge. Knee behind the toes, arms up, reach it up. We're almost finished, guys. So one more stretch back, heel down, toe up, lean flat back, and you can reach down, touch the floor if you want, or just stay where you have a neutral spine. And slowly put that foot down. Let's slowly come back up to a standing position. So once we are here, Remember, we're gonna take a deep breath in, arms up, hold that reach, hold your hands straight overhead, make your body as tall as we can be. We're gonna put our thumbs together, going into our palm tree, and go onto our toes, reaching onto our calves, extending our arms over the shoulders, and come back down. Keep the palms together. Again, one more time. Exhale up, palm tree hands, open the fingertips, and come back down. Hands back to heart center, and relax. All right, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today for Yoga Fusion. I hope you guys enjoyed today's class. And most importantly, guys, we will see you guys in our center soon. All right, take it easy, guys, and see you soon.